to the only game that'll make you vomit from motion sickness. It's Kerbal Space Program. Gonna start a new game on career, that way we have the hardest possible career, or wait, that way we have the hardest possible time. No, oops. I always get the 2 E's and I always put 2 R's and it's 2 E's. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have great hope in this. Okay, thank you, thank you. Orbit Kerbal. That should be like episode 3. I was gonna say, is there any are there any fins? Honestly, grid fins wouldn't be bad. What the? No, just it's launch. Like, what do I need to? I was like, what do I need to save for? I launched a vehicle in the sandbox to make sure I knew the controls. How long am I gonna play this? Like 1 hour, 2 hours? I'm not really sure. What the heck? None of these want to fire. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Like, this is ridiculous. I locked the staging. Gotta remember. We're really far off course. What happened? You're supposed to be able to do that somehow in the menu, but I couldn't find it. By the way, there's gonna be a lot of like trial and error flights. 23 science, not bad. Funds. I like that one because it's got the side decoupler. I guess we should probably name these. I guess we gotta give it a name. So we'll call this Roseblood 1. Alright, what can we add? Fuel tanks. Do we have a decoupler yet? Yes. Okay. Forget when. So launch. And we only have one of the goo things because we didn't get two, so then we have the one on the ground, and it's a mess. Okay. So yes. Observe mystery goo. Goo, can we... EPA report, board, SAS. We're achieving a very low thrust. That way we can prolong his terms in this chamber. Oh, Okay, bottom stage. Bottom stage. Hit the ground. I realized I don't have any fins on this. Like, God, I'm not going too far. Really, all of these should be on here so I can drop this. But they're not. So where's my phone at? I want to see the channel. I want to see if I can find the Kerbal Space Program Reddit. It's still going. Oh no, it's just the orbit's going up faster. That's great. Oh my god, we're not gonna be able to slow down fast enough. Well, whatever. We're essentially entering the Earth's atmosphere like a comet, or a comet doesn't really, like a meteorite. I forget which one's which. Is the meteor like... Well, revert flight to the VAB. Okay. Honestly, I don't like using communication unless I'm like... I'm on a planet that I'm never going to be able to get off of, therefore sacrificing a Kerbal. Oh. Okay. Does that give me... I Hopefully that's not like marking up a ton of saves in the craft files, so. Because trust me, we'll have like 30 different types of spaceships, like SSTOs, space shuttles. We'll get like all of that. Oh no, we just still have 13. So, what are we getting after this? Probably this, just because it's got the other parachutes. And then maybe this, because we're also gonna get other stuff. So, let's go. Just do a quick. Oh, I officially now don't have a Roseblood 1. We've just got Roseblood 2. But, I mean, everybody basically does the Roseblood 1 for their start. That's where I remember that from. That is the same music that's in Terraria. That's quite funny. Do we really veer that far off? Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be a while before we get on the Mun. I don't know if I mentioned that before, because I suck at, like, literally everything. I mean, I can get into orbit, you know, I can get Jebediah up to level 1, which would be great, but I definitely need more than that. Like, I'm gonna have to build a completely functional... No, give me my... No. Like, how about, like, immediate... Disarm, deploy, shoot. Altitude, 5,000. Minimum pressure. That, I don't know what any of this does. 0.75, wait, is this one, would this one be lower? Okay, yeah, that's definitely safe to deploy, safe. Oh, we made it into we actually, like, made it to space. That's cool. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I wonder how far away we are from the... Oh, we're probably gonna do a water landing. Well, how fun. Exit. We might as well just do... safe. Okay, this is perfect. Okay. As you say, the less spread you have, really, the better, because I guess it doesn't matter, but the farther the spread, the longer it's gonna take us to get down, which, I mean, we're already there, but... It's not even a half an hour and I'm almost done with that. Yeah, like, I'm going for, like, the, yeah, we're gonna build space shuttles route, where, I mean, in the beginning, they're gonna be, like, terrible space shuttles. I mean, like, they're gonna be, like, a slim version of one, so... We won't be able to take, like, a ton of stuff, but it'll probably just be, like, a probe with, like, an antenna on it, because, I mean, like, that's, oop, wrong cord to pull on, that's literally, I was just making sure it was on, that's literally all we're gonna need earlier on, is to get a spaceship or something flying around the mun. That's all we need. Oh, there we go. These mountains aren't bad. Since they're their own separate biome, I'd like to fly over here and land. $2 meters. Okay, we're just gonna, like, recover. I'm gonna recover the vessel. Darn, no XP. Okay, go for a bigger fuel tank, a smaller engine, or some new stabilizers. Now we can, the worst part is, after this stage right here, like, which literally, it won't take long, I mean, like, okay, there's the aeroplane stage, which we're gonna go in and out of relatively quickly. I just want to check something quick. Come in. Half an hour. My network is topping my disk at the moment. So, I mean, that's not bad. And by the way, I'm talking about Ring of Elysium. I mean, it's 8 gigabytes, so it only took me like 2 nights to download or something? I don't know. But, I mean, it's not something I can help. These live streams barely go well. So, alright, we don't have any more things to spend. I also want to build bases where I have, like, recruited Kerbals. Go? New craft. Let me see what all I've got. By the way, it's gonna bring it up here as like a decoupler is attached the wrong way in this position. This decoupler casing will remain after decoupling. That's exactly what we want at this point, because since we won't be able to change symmetry, you want to go for 4. 3 is okay, but I mean, you really do want to go for 4. 1, stability reasons. That's literally the only reason, is stability. I mean, you don't have much to choose from here, but oh my god, you know. Like, you can do 4 here on this thing, but they're a pain, because half the time it'll want to land towards this or towards this, so it's a pain. And because if I continue, okay, symmetry, What ought to be? Okay. Got this. Just wanted to make sure that was still radial mount 1. Okay. Okay, this is the one we just got, so. You'll probably want like 3 or 4 of these. And, yeah, I mean, this is start retracted, start retracted. The thing that sucks is I have to manually do these when I'm coming in for my descent. I mean, it doesn't suck. Wait, could I, like, trigger these under place shielded enabled? I don't know what that means. That's that, and that. They can all have it at the same time. I don't really care. Open sesame. What are we gonna need? Well, now we need 2 of these boys, and that's literally it because we're not really going anywhere. But yeah, like when we start making like space shuttles and stuff, and we start taking satellites up, and then we can figure out where things are. I think that'll be really helpful. You know, not just for like, yeah, these cameras are always so low, and it's so annoying. Log data. It's 3 science, but 3 science is gonna be a bit like later on in the series. What am I talking about? 3 science is nothing. Oh, okay. Toggle gear. I like how even the drudge chutes are like, no, we ain't gonna fire at this point. This quote keeps sensitive things safe. I'm like, yeah, tell me another joke. So, one time I put this thing here on right, and then I put the legs on it, the landing legs, and the landing legs flew off, and I was like, insert Pikachu meme. I was like, wow, that's crazy. You know, that happened. If I can get into space, that'd be amazing to take a measurement. It's gonna say something about the instrument reads 0, we're in vacuum, and that was 12. Alright. So when do these? No, when do these? 5,000. Okay, so and by the way, we're probably gonna send a lot more like unmanned things later in the game than manned. For one reason. There's pros and cons to both sides. Cons being, I'm gonna have to throw a lot more equipment on there to control the ship from far away. So, like, when our fairings open up and fly away, you're looking at, we're gonna need, didn't throw a heat thingy on the bottom, but you're gonna be looking at, like, oh, I need like a long range we're gonna need a long range antenna like, yeah, we're gonna need a long-range antenna to do this. So, oh my god. And then you gotta think, well, this antenna's long range, it folds up, versus this one that doesn't fold up, but is the longest range. And then you gotta figure, well, this one goes this far, well, that one goes that far, and then you gotta pick the one that's right for the mission. I mean, that's where you get into, okay, this hardware is a bit more expensive than we were looking at, and, you know, that's where you run into is budget. Where with a manned crew module on, yeah, you're gonna have to apply for the manned crew module and everything, but at least you're saving a lot of money in the long run. But with a manned crew vessel, I can't throw that into, like, I can't leave it out there. I can't crash it into the surface of the planet we're like intersecting with, like Duna. Like, get a crash course for that, but send the payload down like a rover, which that will be the most expensive part of the rocket. And, well, I'm not saying like fuel-wise or anything, but it's gonna be, because it'll run on batteries and solar panels but yeah, it'll probably be like a while till we do like a manned missions to Mars. Well, I mean, the first one will be manned because you gotta plant a flag, gotta do your tests and stuff. But my biggest thing is I can fly to any planet I want. I could totally do that. I just can't fly back. I suck at this game. Now, if you look at any game I play, I suck at that. I just suck at every single game I play. It's just some games I don't show that. I don't show as much. Like with Skyrim, I don't show as much that I suck at the game because I've been playing for like 4 or 5 years now. So, I mean, I'm not great at the game, but I'm not the best player out there either. So, okay, I think the dredge chutes have served their purpose. And here's where things would go wrong when we send unmanned missions, like robot missions and stuff. You run into, am I able to connect to the Space Center? And what you need to do is you need to add, like, things onto your, Space Center. So we're still going, like, wow, like, for the last, I don't know how long, the network has been overtaking the discs. The disc on this. I mean, in like 7 minutes, I'm gonna be playing this. About 7 minutes, so. No, I won't, because I'll still be live streaming this in 7 minutes, which, it's not, I'm not, like, saying this game's bad or anything. Had I not had that turned all of the way up, everything would have been fine. Everything. None of that would have happened. But I let my guard down, and that's what happens. A probe in a dangerous low orbit around the moon. Oh yeah. I don't care what anybody says, but some of those things I've seen people do, they're like right near the surface of a planet, and I'm like, can't do that forever. Oh, that one's a good one right there. No, what I need. But yeah, this one here, I'll show you why. Mark 1 crew cabin. You can take people to space. Yeah, and like, it's like, well, it's one of my favorite things to do, because, you know, you go into mission control, and it's like, oh, completion 13,004, and ugh. This is it. Ferry tourists safely to their destination. Yeah, so what do these people want? It's no secret that none of us knew for sure if some Kerbals didn't seem eager. What the heck? Short deadline and expiry, but larger cash reward. Experiment. I guess it's like a lot of these tell you what you can do. So now we can go in. Now this is the thing I was talking about, this thinger, because it basically, oh, by the way, Duna is the red planet there. Wow, the tilts are like... And apparently this planet here, on the outside, you can only get, like, after, like, a few years have passed or something? I don't know. But there isn't much, like, that we can do. And I'm kind of hungry. I know it's like 5:30, but I'm hungry. So I'll experiment with some rockets. If I get any, like, points and stuff, or, like, get science points, I'll make sure to tell you guys in the next episode. But I'll see you guys a bit later.